Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. Thank you so much for stopping by. In this video, we'll be cutting and sewing this trendy top with drape that you can see on your screen. For this tutorial, I used just half yard of fabric, and for the drape, I used just 1 yard of mesh fabric. So if this is something you're interested in, keep on watching and let's jump right into the video. To cut the front, I went ahead to fold my fabric into two. This is an off shoulder top, so I'm going to be taking out 6 inches before I start placing my point. So it depends on how deep you want the neckline to be. I don't want mine to be too deep, so I took out 6 inches and I went ahead to start placing my points. First point distance from my shoulder to my bust point, which is 10 inches. The next point is the distance from my shoulder to my waist point, which is going to be the blouse length. It is 19 inches. So I'm going to mark the points all the way. After doing that, I'll go ahead and rule straight lines across. So the first line is the chest line. The second line is the bust line. The last line is the blouse length, which is also the waistline. Okay, after you use straight lines across, you go ahead and start taking your measurements. So on the chest line, which is the start of this fabric, I'll place my bust circumference divided by 4, and then I'll add 1 inch for stitching allowance. If you're using a stretchy fabric, there's no need to add any stitching allowance. On the blouse length, I'll place my waist circumference divided by 4, and I'll also add my 1 inch stitching allowance. So we're not adding that to this blouse. If you're using a stretchy fabric, don't forget, don't add any stitching allowance. You can even reduce from your measurement. So connect from the chest line to the waistline like this. So this blouse has a sweetheart neckline. So I went down by 1.5 inches from the center front, and I went down by 1 inch from the side front, as you can see. Now to create the sweetheart neckline, I'll use the curved part of my ruler to connect from that 1.5 inches. So it depends on how deep you want yours to be. Yours might not be 1.5 inches. And if you don't want a sweetheart neckline, that is also okay. I'll connect like this, and I'll connect from the armhole area like this. So I went down by 1 inch from the armhole area because I want the armhole area to sit perfectly well on me. So after connecting the lines, I will go ahead and cut. After cutting, this is what we have for the front. We'll use the front to cut out the back. For the back, my fabric is still folded into two. I'll place the front on it, leaving my zipper allowance. If you're using a stretchy fabric, there is no need for you to add a zipper. My zipper allowance is 1.5 inches. So I'll first of all trim off the side. Okay, it already has the stitching allowance, so I'll trim it off. And then I'll fold this sweetheart area, or however you fold the front, make sure that the armhole area of the front and the back is the same. Okay, so I'll cut it straight like this, and then I'll trim off the excess fabric on the base. So I'm trimming off the armhole area for the front because I want it to be the same with the back, so when I'm joining my fabric together, they can both align. So for the zipper area, I'll go up by 1 inch from the back waistline. As you can see, this is because I don't want any bulginess at the waist area. I'll slant it back to the side. So look at the way I'm slanting it. I'm not cutting anything from the other side. I'm just slanting towards the waist area. Okay, after doing that, now I'm going to trim off this side. So when I sew my zipper to the back, it's not going to bulge anywhere. So after doing that, I'm going to adjust the zipper area. I have 1.5 inches for my zipper allowance. On the waistline, I'll take out half an inch and I'll connect it upward, as you can see. So I'll trim it off. This is to enable my zipper sit well on the waist area. After doing that, I'll remove my pins and I'll notch my zipper allowance so I know where it is. Now I'm going to cut out my lining. So I have another piece of fabric. I'm going to place all of this on the fabric and I'll use it to cut out the lining. I've gone ahead to cut out the lining piece. I'm going to place lining and fabric right side facing right side for the back. I'll sew all the way around. I'll leave a little bit of opening at the side to turn everything inside out. For the drape, I'll be using this mesh fabric. It's a really soft one. I'm going to fold it like I'm cutting out a flare, just like this, okay? In case you don't understand, I'll use this piece of fabric to show you how I folded it. I just folded it once like this. So that's how the mesh on the table was folded, okay? The mesh is about 1.5 yards, but I didn't use everything. So now you are going to place your tape on your chest line. My chest line is 6 inches. That's where my top started from. Pass it through the back of your neck and bring it back to the chest line on the other side. Okay, whatever you get is what you'll be using to cut out this circle. So I place my tape on the tip of the mesh and I'm marking 45 inches. That is plus joining allowance. I marked 45 inches all the way around and I'm going to cut. So when you're marking in a circular form, okay? So this is what I have. So go ahead and sew this opening close. Leave a little bit of space on the pointy edge of this mesh, okay? So when you sew, leave that opening and then go ahead and cut out a piece of fabric that you'll be using for your strap. This is what I'll be using for my strap. The length is about 8.5 inches. So sew it, turn it inside out and iron it. I'm going to pass this through the opening that I said you should leave earlier while sewing the mesh. Pin it there and then go ahead and sew. After doing that, you can turn everything to the right side. These are my two back pieces. I'm going to have to sew them in place. What you do now is to just sew your zipper to the back. Make sure you are using a zipper that you can open all the way down, okay? This kind of zipper. Then for the front now, we are going to arrange this the base of the mesh from the center. Okay, you can see that my center is iron, so I know where the center is. So go ahead and gather or pleat all the way. But when you are gathering or you are pleating, make sure you leave your allowance if you are not using a stretchy fabric, so you can be able to join both front and back piece together. When you finish gathering the mesh, bring the strap and then place it at the center. You can see me measuring where I gathered. It is 10 inches, the center is 5. So I'm going to place the strap at 5 inches. Okay, make sure everything is well arranged. Then I'm going to place my lining on the main fabric now, right sides facing right sides. And I'll sew on all sides, including the base. I'll leave a little bit of opening on the side to turn everything inside out. I fixed my zipper to the back and this is what I have. You can see that I can open my zipper all the way down. This is also the front. I'm going to ahead to sew and this is the opening that I used to turn everything inside out. Now I'm going to place front and back together, okay? And I'm going to sew the sides using my stitching allowance, okay? So after doing that, you can see that there is a rose petal on the neckline area of the one on the top layer. I don't have anything like that, so we're going to make something that looks like it with our fabric. So I went ahead to cut out this fabric. The length, the width is 2 inches, the length is 27 inches. I went ahead to sew it all the way around. I turned it and I ironed it. So I'll use my needle and thread to just pass through it like this to form a circle, conceal the rough edges and just sew it to the strap. So yeah, that is all for this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to like this video, leave your questions in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching.